Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. I'm here to give my Belgium Grand Prix quick race review and observations. So without any further ado, let's get right to my first observation. The race was pretty dull because there wasn't much of an overtaking. Though the faster cars from behind were able to close in on the slower cars ahead, they were not able to make an overtake on them because of the shortened DRS. So pretty much all the cars held positions till the pit stop, strategy and tyre offset came into the picture. Though the qualifying session was really promising, unfortunately the race did not live up to that hype. Red Bull's brilliant pace in the qualifying session yesterday kind of backfired on them on the race today, because the team was either the third or the fourth fastest in the race today. Perez even complained about their lack of straight line speed, and that probably hampered both the drivers' performance today, while it really helped them in the qualifying session. I also wonder why the team put Perez on a very weird medium to hard kind of strategy, because he was the only driver to run that strategy, while Verstappen was put on a very similar strategy to his competition. Because everyone ran a medium hard to hard, while Verstappen ran a medium to hard to medium. What also really limited Red Bull's strategy was them not having the extra set of hard tires, something that all their competitors had. But still, Verstappen proved his talent once again by starting the race P11 and finishing it in P5, whilst Perez, starting the race from P2, finished the race in P8. Both the drivers gained and lost exactly 6 positions each. So it was a good performance from both the drivers, and for Checo specifically, it was a good performance from him. I don't know if this would be the kind of drive that would help him rescue his seat for the remainder of the season, because there were also other variables contributing to his lack of pace. Even Verstappen after the race went straight to have a word with Perez regarding the same. And when he was asked about the team having a meeting regarding his teammate, he said that Checo was not the problem and that he had a good weekend in his opinion. But it is the car, and that's what the team needs to focus on. Knowing the kind of person Verstappen is, I think it comes from a very genuine place. He's not the kind of person who supports someone blindly. But yeah, I guess we just have to wait and watch on what happens next. Similar to Red Bull, McLaren went the other way with the setup, where their setup was more inclined for the dry race than for the damp qualifying. So that really explains their lack of pace in the qualifying session, as the papaya car really came alive in the race today, as I expected, at least on Oscar's side of the garage. Knowing that Russell was set to run to the end with the hard tires, I wish that McLaren had split their strategy with one of the cars, which could have probably increased their chances of winning the race. And looking back at the race in hindsight, McLaren had 2 opportunities where they could have won the race. One with Norris and one with Piastri. With Norris, if they had stayed out after switching to the hard tires, because Norris would have had better rubber considering that he was one of the last drivers to pit after the first stint, and he was just 3 seconds off of Russell by lap 27. With Piastri, it was during the final pit stop. Just think about it, Oscar was just 1.3 seconds off the lead when crossing the line, and his pit stop was 2 seconds slower than normal. That crucial 2 seconds could have helped him in his fight for the win. Though with Piastri, it was not the team's fault. Oscar misjudged the braking point and that put him on a back foot. So that's on Oscar. But yeah, never mind, mistakes like this tend to happen. But I feel like the team needs to tidy up things on all sides to make them a consistent race winner. Mercedes rose to victory again. I mean, it was a pleasant surprise considering where the team was by the end of the free practice session on Friday. So for them to bounce back not just with a race win, but to make it even better, a 1-2 finish. Yeah, the team has really turned things around for the better by ditching the new upgrades and going back to the older parts. I also think this result would not just be a morale booster for the team, but also an incredible data gathering, because it will help them have a better understanding of what went wrong with the newer parts and what made the older parts quicker, which will really help them with the future development of the W15 and also even with the W16. Both George and Lewis drove a fantastic race. I mean, for Russell to stick it out on the hard tires, making the one-stopper work, was a brilliant call. I mean, he literally drove 34 laps on those hard tires. So yeah, a fantastic drive and a fantastic tire management from George Russell. A well-deserved victory, and Lewis too did everything right. I mean, he couldn't have done anything different that could have probably changed the outcome of the race. So yeah, he was really quick and was really efficient with the race. He managed his pace from start to finish. So yeah, just unfortunate that he couldn't get through on his teammate. Okay, I guess never mind, because it literally just got announced that George Russell is going to get disqualified from the race because his car failed to meet the minimum weight limit after the race. Yikes. So Lewis Hamilton is gonna inherit George Russell's win, and everyone behind Lewis will move up a position. Unfortunate for George Russell, because he literally drove his heart out, but what matters is that he drove a fantastic race. He really put in his effort, and that's what matters the most. The disqualification doesn't change the fact that he drove a fantastic race, and that's what that matters. So yeah, still major props to George Russell for making that one-stopper work. Also, even though Lewis Hamilton inherits George Russell's race win, I think Lewis also fully deserves that race win because he did not put a foot wrong and he was always there for the taking. So yeah, congratulations for Lewis Hamilton as well. So yeah, on the whole, I think this was a decent race weekend. We've definitely had more interesting races this season so far, but what I can assure you is that this was not the worst. Though the wheel-to-wheel battles for the race win was few and far between, we still had a battle for the win, and till the last lap, we did not know who's gonna win the race. So yeah, I guess it's a win-win, and I will still take this race. Key points to take away from the race is that both McLaren and Mercedes look stupidly quick, and they come across as more of a threat for Red Bull in the upcoming rounds for the race win. The second point to take away is that Red Bull did not look quick on a track in which that has always brought the best out of their concept in the ground effects era. Because let's not forget, Red Bull has always run a slightly high downforce setup to their competition at this track even in the past, but they no longer have the performance advantage that they had in the previous seasons. Forget about the performance advantage, they didn't even have the pace to fight for the race win here. So yeah, exciting times ahead I guess, and let's wait and see how the driver market shapes up during the summer break and what all the teams cook in terms of upgrades for the opening round of the second half of the season. So yes, I'll be taking 2 days off, but I will be back posting videos after that. I already have a couple of videos planned to post during the summer break to keep you guys entertained and engaged. So yeah, we wrap up the first half of the 2024 season, a season that I walked into with literally zero expectations, nothing but utter Red Bull and Max Verstappen domination, but the reality couldn't be any farther from that, with still 10 races to go. So yes, stay tuned, but take a bit of a break. F1 races might take a month off, but not me. I will be back posting videos to quench your thirst for some F1 content. But yeah, as I said before, I'll be taking 2 days off after this video, but then I will be back. I will be posting videos consistently, so stay tuned for that. With that being said, if you enjoyed watching this video, make sure to hit the like button and let me know down in the comments on what you thought of the race. I'm curious to know what is your take on it. With that being said, subscribe to the Master channel if you haven't already, and also hit the bell icon while you're at it so you get notified whenever I upload a brand new video. And until next time, it's me Vinesh from Meister, and I'm out. Love you guys, stay safe, peace.